Hello, Mr. Chuck here. Last night or early morning, towards the end of day 2, I was able to make a collection of rubies, which gave me more than enough, over 5,000 rubies. I was able to delete 2 of my bee havens on my expansion and build a Suri weaver, and then able to start production of some Suri. And now we're here on the start of day 3. So I did make a collection and I did delete and I built Sri Weaver, and I didn't record that because I think that's boring. And then earlier, about an hour or so ago, I collect some more rubies, and now it's time to collect some Suri. So let's go ahead and do that and buy another expansion. There we go. And we can see I got half that quest filled. Now let's go here to the land. As you can see, it's highlighted 10 rice and 10 suri, or 5 suri. You never want to buy an expansion and pay more than 5 production units. So let's click on that expansion that we want to buy. You always buy the first 4 you buy is across the top. And that's a strategy. You never want to buy this one over here first, because that's not going to help you. What's going to help your settlement grow faster is these across the top first. And as you grow, and you can see why as I set up my settlement later on. So let's buy this one. Let's click that. Click on there, and there we go. Let's go to flat mode. And on this settlement, we'll be able to put a road there, put a road there. And don't worry about producing too many roads because you're going to use them anyway. And I got over 4,000 rubies, so it doesn't matter. Now I'm back to 22 houses on my production. Back to there. Let's start production here. And I'm back to producing 5. The reason I'm only doing production of 5 units is because I want to be able to buy another expansion as soon as possible. That's one reason. The next reason is I want to be able to manage my rubies, because I don't want to delete them, because I'm also producing 5 rice. My rice is going to be collected in about 2 hours. My next collection of rubies is going to be in 3.5 hours. And then my next collection of Suri is going to be in 5 hours. So I have everything staggered for a reason. So I'm not collecting rice and Suri all at the same time and depleting all my rubies. So I got everything staggered. So I'm collecting rubies, and then I collect my rice, and then I wait a little while. I collect some rubies. So I'm not depleting everything all at once, so that when nighttime comes, before I go to bed, I can set my rice to 10 units. And maybe if I'm lucky, I have enough rubies, I can set the Suri to 10 units. Because if we go down to my FOE helper, I have 613 rice total I need to get. And I have 362 Suri I need to get total overall. And here's a settlement tip when you're doing the purchase. You might remember, if we look at our FOE helper, it says here 5, 5, and 5. Remember I said in day 2 that we unlocked the first 2 levels in day 1. Then we're going to work on getting the next 2 levels unlocked at the same time. Meaning we're going to get enough rice and cereals so that when we start unlocking them, we're going to unlock these at the same time. After that, we're going to unlock each level by itself, only one level at a time. So we're only going to get enough stuff to unlock the spice trailer, the trader. Then we're only going to get enough to unlock the ball chin. Then we're only going to get enough to unlock the lotus flower. Each one's going to be a standalone at one at a time. The reason is because there's things between each one of those that you have to satisfy before you get to the end, before somewhere between the Balchin and the Lotus Rice Farm. You have that one of these quests is 20. You have to produce 20 a rice and 20 cerise. So you never want to take your rice and your cerise down to 0. You always want to leave somewhere as close to 20 as possible. That way you don't have to overproduce them. That's a tip there. Another tip is once you get a chahari in production where you're collecting 68 rubies every hour, and you have one of those connected to your embassy, you're going to get randomly, you're going to get a production of one of your production units. And let's say one of your production units is a spice, but you still have 2, and right now I still have 2 available cerise. Okay, because I only unlocked 1, and you get 1 rice, you get 3 cerise, you get 3 spice, and you get 3 lotus. So I only used 1 of my cerise. So let's say we unlock these 2 for some reason, we got those unlocked. And we have a Charhari connected to the embassy, and we get a random, production of some spice. So we have 5 spice. Do not buy an expansion using that spice before you use up all your cerise 5 units. Because if you do, you lose those 2 cerise 5 units, and you screwed yourself. Take them in order as they come, and don't rush ahead. That's a big tip. I'm going to say that again down the road as we go, so that everybody understands that is a big tip. I did that one time and I screwed myself, and then I had to pay 10 units for an expansion when I really couldn't. It cost me some time. And we don't want to do that because we're trying to. And that's all I have for today. The rest of the day, I'm going to wait and collect cerise, buy another expansion. When that happens, I'll be back. Okay, we're back later on in day 3. I got my second production done here. Cherie, it's time to buy another expansion. We're going to collect that. And my next quest is collect 500 rubies, which will be easy enough. So we do another expansion, clicked on that, hit that, bingo. No, we can't do that. We want to remove that and remove that impediment. Then we go to flat mode. I love flat mode. What? That makes life so much easier. Now what I'm going to do is, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and we're good. We had 23 houses, 1,518 Suri every 5 hours. So we'll be good there. We have, go to FOE helper. I have one more 5 Suri to buy that, and we'll buy that expansion there, and we'll have the top row done. And 5 hours from now would be about 9 o'clock tonight. So I'd be able to get it done today and during day 3. So when I go to bed tonight, I could have my Suri set for 10 production along with my rice. So let's do that. Set that for 5. And my next collection is going to be in 5 hours. I'm going to collect my rubies in 4 hours, and I'm not producing any rice right now because I want to be able to produce 10 when I go to bed tonight. So we'll be back in 5 hours to finish up day 3, and I should have, by end of day 3, all of my expansions purchased across the top. I'm at the end of day 3. I was successful in getting all 3 expansions. I still have a couple hours left on day 3, but this is a screenshot for you on my final setup of what I have. I had to use my diamonds to get rid of the impediment on my final expansion because it was in the way. End up with 26 houses or bee havens. So the next day or two, I think, is going to be day 4 and day 5 of producing rice and Cherie before I'm able to unlock the next 2 levels. And I'll be back and for you whenever that would be. I think it's going to be day 5 or 6. See you then.